Maverick 100.9 Aggie Lands Country Alternative. It's Corliss. And I am bringing someone to you today that you probably already know and didn't know him by name. Keith Burns is here. Hi, Keith.
Hello, Corliss. How you doing?
I am phenomenal. I have wanted to meet you since I was a little girl.
Are you aging me now, Corliss?
I'm aging myself. That whole age thing goes both ways because we both get older, don't we?
Well, you know what? That's a good thing. It's a bad thing sometimes, but it's also a good thing because I don't like the alternative.
I'm with you. Well, yeah. We gain a lot of knowledge. So, I'll tell you, Keith Burns, if you do not recognize his name, he is probably most recognizable from his time with Trick Pony. Great hits. Great songwriter. I mean, you've just been one of my favorites forever. And now you are on this journey of a solo career and have brought us Came Here to Drink. So you haven't,
yes, ma'am.
You haven't changed the subject matter. That's for darn sure.
We were in the studio cutting this stuff, and I'd been writing this stuff because I've been writing for a lot of art, a lot of other artists and stuff, and I'd been writing movie soundtracks for John Snyder and a couple of movies for the Dukes of Hazzard guy John. And
yep, I know John.
And so finally, my partner in one of my publishing companies said, man, you got these like little songs over here stashed that you've been writing. He goes, man, let's go in the studio and cut them on you because I think these are pretty special. I think they're yours. So I said, great. That sounds great. Let's get in the studio. So we went to the studio and we got 4 songs we cut 4 sides that day in studio at Loud Studios in Nashville. And we got to the 4th song, and the 4th song was Cold Beer, Hard Liquor. The first song's Came Here to Drink. The next one's Cold Beer, Hard. And there were people out in the control room at the board, and I'm in the vocal room. And I looked at him. I said, you know what, guys, maybe I got a problem.
Either that or you've gotten really good at it, and that ain't a problem at all.
I have been, you're right. I have no alcohol problem. I got plenty of it. I have been writing drinking songs for so long, and just not even in periods when I'm kind of just on the wagon a little bit, not really even drinking, just kind of just working, and they still come to me because of the experience that I've had through things that happen when you drink.
Oh, absolutely. We're right. Full of, nobody has sober stories. I know I don't.
Well, and then I've got one that I cut. It's called Things Go Better When I Don't Drink.
Oh, no!
Yeah. Just, hey, straight off life experience.
Right.
Everything was going perfect one day, and I hadn't been drinking for about a month and a half. And I call up a buddy, and I go, you know what? Things go better when I don't drink.
Oh, my word.
Hey, here's your little bit. Things go better when I don't drink. My truck don't wreck and my boat don't sink. Everything just seems like better weather. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
My truck don't wreck and my boat don't sink.
But I do love that you are a songwriter, and now this new solo career. When you have a publishing deal, your right. job is to get songs out to other people.
Sure.
So when it comes to releasing Came Here to Drink, I assume that is something that's just your own.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And and we knew it right when we wrote it. So songs like that and Cold Beer, Hard Liquor. We were rolling up, my wife and I, from our songwriter retreat in Alabama up to Nashville. And on the side of the 2-lane state road, and it's only in Alabama or Texas would you ever see this nonsense. It's a little billboard that says Truckers Paradise, Truckers Market, Truckers Welcome, Cold Beer, Hard Liquor.
How
at a
about
truck
that?
stop.
Right?
At a truck stop, right? And so right under it, this is where I got the idea for the song. Right under it, it said, Joe Randall, bail bondsman.
Oh my, well, that is just about, I live on the highway quite a bit myself, and you literally nailed the locations of where you're going to see billboards like that.
Texas, only in Texas and the South will you see, it's like truckers mark, come on in, truckers, get slammed and get hammered and then get back out on the road.
Right. Thanks to this bail bondsman.
So that's one of our songs, Corliss, and we got some good stuff. I'm very, very happy with it.
Well, I'm really excited to continue this conversation about where Keith Burns' life goes from here, but we got to give everybody this new single. So we're going to let them have it on Maverick 100.9 for the first time. This is Came Here to Drink, Keith Burns. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but you can now find it anywhere that you stream and download music. And today's interview continues now. That was Came Here to Drink by Keith Burns on Maverick 100.9. I have Keith here, and we were chatting a little bit about your past. Trick Pony was your trio. Burns and Poe was your duo, which I got to see you perform on both of those, which I'm proud of, because I'm literally just a longtime fan. But I was really excited when I got the call that you've been releasing your own solo stuff, and I'm kind of curious as to what started that journey.
Well, I really don't know. It got to a point where certain songs stacked up, and I had about 8 or 9 songs that my partner in my publishing company, just one day, man, he kept listening and listening and listening, and he was ready to pitch out these 3 or 4 new songs. And that's what I said when we went to the studio to cut these demos. Okay. And they started out, we're going to go in and cut 4 demos to pitch. And he got in there and just, nope. Everybody's there. Reschedule it. And I'm going, uh-oh. And he goes, nope. We're going to the big studio, and we're going to get the A players. We're cutting this. We're going to do it. And I said, what are you doing? He goes, we're doing this as a record. And I went, well, who's coming to sing it? And he goes, you are. And I went, let's go.
So you kind of got told to do it.
Well, yeah. My producer, Ray T, who's my dear buddy and my songwriting buddy, and plays bass on me on the road with me on the road quite a bit. He just said, man, he goes, no, that's not what we're going to do. Dude, you are missing the boat here. You have a shot here to take these songs that you've been writing the last couple of years. And I believe that they would, in fact, he goes, I don't believe anybody else could sing them like you. They may sing them better, but they're not going to put that emotion in them like you're going to get it done. So, and his first question was, you still want to be a gypsy on the road? And I said, heck yeah, let's go. I love it.
That was kind of my second question, was how does it feel to be back in it again, to be Keith Burns again, instead of just a guy with his name typed out on a record or with ASCAP or BMI?
Hey, Corliss, it feels so good. It feels good to listen. I was a born entertainer.
I'm fully aware. Yeah.
Music. Yeah. And, if I'm not I love to go on the road. I love to get home. I love to go back out. I mean, that's just my life. And, and I still perform like I did when I first started out. I pace it, and it's high energy, and I just love to play.
I know that I haven't seen you you and I were talking about that. I probably haven't seen you perform in about 10 years, but yeah, I do remember those high energy shows just on your feet the entire time. And then, so I'm so glad you're doing the whole shebang, new record, new touring, all the things. And is that record available now, or when will we be receiving it?
I think the single's available on Spotify. The record will be out. I've got I've got 13, 14 songs ready to go, but we got My producer called me up the other day and said, Keith, man, we've got a couple songs that we need to go back in that you've cut, that other artists have cut. Hang on a second. What are you doing up here? Hey, say hey to Corliss.
Hey, mine is hollering at me right outside the door. He's out there going, Mom, you coming out?
We had two feral, sorry to break in, but we had two feral cats, and the mama had these two kittens, and they just attached to us, and they go on the road with us. We got road kittens.
No.
God, have you ever seen a kitten walk on a leash?
Actually, I have a foster kitten coming to me tomorrow that walks on a leash that we're going to be babysitting for 2 weeks. And I'm going to try like hell not to adopt.
These two right here. Oh, you will. Forget it. You're done.
No, I know. And I had to give my husband the talk last night, like the big eyes and the like, don't you dare fall in love with this cat. We can't do it. We can foster, but we can't adopt.
We're in a perfect situation, and then I'll leave the cat talk alone. But we're in the perfect situation because two of them were feral. Now they're very loving cats because we spoiled them rotten. But they stay home. We got a neighbor that comes over and throws more food if they need. But cats can kind of, especially outdoor feral type cats.
Yep. They're perfect for someone with a life on the road.
Yeah, no, road kittens. In fact, Bonnie, my wife, was going to say, we're going to start our own web page or our own, podcast or something.
Yeah.
Road kittens. And people can follow them.
You could also do like little angel transfers. Since you're on the road, you can transfer when everybody like rescues from rescue to rescue. You can transfer cats.
I never thought of that.
I'm always thinking in the rescue world, Keith. I'm always thinking.
Mine like a steel trap.
Oh, funny. Well,
that's great.
I'm super excited. Everybody, Keith Burns has new music coming. I'm a longtime fan, and I'm sure you are as well. So please support him now. You support someone once. You just keep going.
Yeah, man. And you're right, and I so appreciate it. And it's not like I ever quit the road because I was I've always been touring and out, but I'm just doing a whole lot of songs by myself, going out just doing acoustic stuff, and maybe have a 2-piece band, and then I would get the band to come in. But this year it's gonna be more power trio like me, a bass and a drums, or it's gonna be my full band, which I have a really good band. So. And we plan on hitting Texas and all that out in that area quite a bit. So,
well, I'm going to be watching very closely because I'm already on a good roll. I've already seen you with every band you've ever played in. I may as well keep it going, right?
Get the trifecta, baby.
Well, Keith, it's been a joy getting to know you, everybody. That is Keith Burns. Please follow him. And thank you so much for coming to Maverick.
Oh, no. Are you kidding? This is great. What's it, Maverick 100.9? Is that where we're at?
That's the one.
Maverick 100.9. You'll hear nothing more country fine than Maverick 100.9.